for Detroit. Thomas is out there with Johnson. We've got Bill Laimbeer each and every night. So important to utilize that size under the basket, and you know he'll be contributing in every way he can here tonight. Then there's Aguirre, and it's Mahorn in at the 4 slot. And for San Antonio, Parker and Danny Green are your 1 and your 2. And in the middle, out of Brazil, taken with the 28th pick back in 2008, the 6'11" pivot man, Thiago Splitter. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Duncan in at the 4 spot. And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Pulls up on the wing, and Parker with the block. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. And a fast break now for the Spurs.
What a huge play.
The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Yeah, that is Showtime stuff right there. Major highlight reel material.
Here are the Pistons with the ball. Now let's find out what head coach Greg Popovich had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, and he said their preparation for this game was all about defense. Going up against one of the premier offensive teams in the NBA, he said, listen, it's a challenge that we need to embrace. Nobody can do it by themselves. It's got to be a collective effort. Guys, we'll see if they can put the brakes on this high. High-scoring team. It's never easy.
All right, Doris, Stephen Clark, what's your take on coach's strategy here?
Well, I think he's got the primary focus right where it should be, on aggressive defense, getting stops, and trying to seize control of this game at that end of the floor.
Well, another way to say it, guys, is fighting fire with fire. High-powered offense against high-powered, intense defense.
Leonard. Off target from outside.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
Mahorn, no good. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
Thomas passes to Lambeer. Into Johnson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Mahorn. And hits it. Unbelievable. On defense, Detroit. They trail by 1. Here's Leonard. The offensive rebound. Duncan kicks to Splitter. Here's Leonard. Bangs home the trifecta. Leonard's got 7.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Pass to Aguirre. Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. And a different look here for the Pistons. James Edwards checked in for Lambeer. Sally comes in for Mahorn. Dennis Rodman. He's checked in for Aguirre. And it's Dumars in for Johnson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Well, he just didn't make the catch. Didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
And Diao kicks to Bonner. Pass to Bellinelli. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
And the basket good. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
Making a long pass like that is always a risky proposition.
19 seconds left to play here in the first. Thomas goes in. Makes it off the glass.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Dishes it to Diao. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Now, here's Thomas. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. The Pistons shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. Free throw good, Thomas. And the Spurs making a change here. No good on the second free throw. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
And I thought they built this lead mainly because of their work on the glass. They really dominated the rebounding totals.
And it takes an effort from all 5 guys to get a rebounding advantage like that. Everybody has to rebound the ball. That's how you finish off your defense.
Well, yeah, he had not established position.
You know, I prefer the refs to whistle with a block when in doubt. I thought that was a good call there.
Dawkins checked in for James Edwards. Outside for Thomas. From past the arc, gets it to go. Thomas got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Pistons.
Well, you got to be so careful with him defensively because he has the ability to get hot at a moment's notice. And if that happens at the wrong time, you're in some big trouble.
And Steve, very few players have his finish.
Wow, look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Wow.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. Just let him go. Who cares?
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Gentlemen, last year, Greg Popovich received a $250,000 fine from the league for sitting out his starters in that game against Miami. They cracked down, but it wasn't the first time he'd rested his top players on a back-to-back. Pop explained the philosophy this way, saying, quote, "We're making a wiser decision and not a macho decision. It's about health and safety of players so that we have a shot at the end of the year. If I was taking my son or daughter to the game, I'd be disappointed. So I understand that perspective. Hopefully, they'll understand my perspective. My priority is the basketball team and what is best for it. Guys, it's always a balancing act.
It certainly is. Thank you, Doris. Bill Lambier's checked in for the Pistons. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by, kicks it to Green. Let's go. Again, the Spurs good for two.
He's gotten his legs underneath him because he's having a heck of a quarter.
Dumars backs down. Thomas goes in. That's good. Thomas got 5 points in the quarter. San Antonio leading. He feeds it to Green. It's good. The assist that time from Dion.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
Thomas dishes to Rodney. Dumars the pass to Lambier. Nice ball movement by Detroit. It's Thomas outside. The dive for the ball. San Antonio with the rebound.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball. That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
Here's Green. 9 points in the game so far. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
Contact on that three-point attempt, and he'll go to the line.
You know, you got to be careful beyond the arc as a defender to not pick up a foul like that. That's a bad foul.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Mahorn checked in for Dawkins. Aguirre comes in for Dennis Rodman. And it's Johnson in for Isaiah Thomas. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. The Spurs making a switch here. Now here's Parker. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. That's good.
You know, down there in the low post is where you really want to create a lot of your offense.
Here's Dumars. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for two. Detroit shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. Outside Leonard. It's up a three. Second quarter ends in a tight one. It's the Spurs up by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Now, presented by Sprint.
It's time for the Sunday night halftime report. San Antonio on top against Detroit. Their passing has been the key. Great playmaking all around. Kawhi Leonard has stood out in the early going, and they got a great boost out of Tiago Splitter also. And a resilient Pistons team is staying in it. No surprise, they've had some high-flying rejections, something they're good at. A tremendous first half for Isaiah Thomas. Always a threat to go off in any given game, and he hasn't disappointed. Thanks so much for spending halftime with me. Now let's head back out to Kevin and the gang.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And welcome back. The Riverwalk, always a prime attraction here in San Antonio.
Some fantastic numbers here for Thomas. 12 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
Going forward, I think it'd be a good idea to let him spend a little more time behind the arc. He looks like he has a nice touch from out there.
Pass to Mahorn. Inside the Lambier. Outside Thomas. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Duncan. Got a piece of it. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Tim Duncan was offended after last year's finals when reporters asked if he'd consider retiring. He said, "I can't believe you're asking that question. It's been 5, 6 years you're saying we're too old." And guys, it's true. This is a team that's been written off season after season, and they find a way to keep their window open. Coach Greg Popovich said, quote, "Vacation is overrated. You can only grow so many tomatoes and read so many books." Guys, until they say they're done, you never count them out.
Doris, the Spurs win percentage over the Duncan, the best of any team in NBA history over a 15-year span. I'd have to agree with you. Well, now they're just going to town on it.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
Mahorn kicks to Lambier. Mahorn the pass to Johnson. Thomas goes in, expanding his range. Tim Duncan with the rebound. Duncan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's the 3, and that one's good. And now it's a 9-point San Antonio lead.
They've been good on all 3 of the shots since coming out of the locker room at the break.
And the Spurs making a change here. Ginobili's checked in. Leonard's gone 2 of 6 from long range. Thomas passes to Aguirre. Johnson. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. .141 left in the 3rd quarter. Shot's good.
Boy, you can't run an inbounds play any better than that right there.
Spurs leading by 7. Deflects the pass. Parker with the steal. Leonard kicks to Ginobili. Puts it up from 12. And that one's good. 6 points for Tim Duncan.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up with a jumper.
As he should. That's a good decision. When he gets a clean look, he's got to take it.
It's stolen by Johnson. Count that one. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, that was impressive, Clark. He did not hesitate to take the ball right up against the bigger defender.
Boy, I like that aggressive mindset there, Steve.
They get it back. Back to Parker. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Tries to save it, and that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Full 24-second shot clock. Duncan dishes to Leonard. Stolen. And it's Johnson penetrating. Now the pass to Mahorn. Back to Johnson. He kicks to Thomas. Fires from 14. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Here's Ginobili. Here's Splitter. And the layup is good. Splitter's got 6 points.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Johnson missing again. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Just 3 on the clock. And then Lambier with the dunk. There it is, guys. That Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Spurs lead by 3. And we're just... We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The 4th quarter of action getting started. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for San Antonio?
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
And I love their hustle because they're getting a lot of second chance opportunities just as a result of playing hard.
Tony Parker is checked in for Manu Ginobili. Here's Leonard. Pass to Aguirre to tie it up. Tony Parker grabs the miss.
Well, it's no wonder he's a bit cold. He's used to getting a lot more shots than he has today.
Parker with the steal. It's tipped. Here's Leonard. Gets it to go. Leonard's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Spurs. Thomas goes in. Rejected by a Splitter. And he's able to get it back. Lambier.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Mahorn checked in for James Edwards. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Snatched up. Second shot opportunity. Outside Thomas. Rejected by Ginobili. And now in transition is Parker. Here we go. And Duncan throws it down hard.
You know, for a guy his size, he doesn't play above the rim very often like he did on that swing.
Still got some power behind him, though.
Yeah, when you let him get in close like that, he'll throw one down hard on him. They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guy.
And the shot is good.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Thomas goes in and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
And so he hits both.
You know, even though they're down, they're putting on a show at the free throw line this time.
I think they've done a good job of making the most of their chances at the line, and they've got to keep it up to take the lead.
And Leonard gets it to go.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
Thomas goes in. Good. Thomas got 20.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Parker passes the splitter. He dishes it to Leonard. And it's good in the assist by Parker. And the Spurs lead by 6.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Dumars kicks to Lambier. Thomas back to Lambier. Outside Thomas. He passes to Mahorn. Shoots a 3. Connects. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick 3 of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
Dumars the pass to Aguirre. Feeds it to Thomas. Blocked. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Count it.
And every point they get now puts them one step closer to the W.
If they're not there already, Steve, that's a tremendous all-around game of basketball they play.
Lambier passes to Aguirre. The feed now to Thomas. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
A crucial basket.
They needed it, and he gave it to them.
Stolen by Thomas. Here's Dumars.
Boy, their defense making an impact here late, Kevin.
And straight off the steal, Clark, the perfectly run fast break-ins and the slam dunk.
That could be a huge 4-point swing in this game.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. The score knotted at 48. 9 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Parker dishes to Leonard. A leaner. No good. Here's Duncan. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
The free throw drops for Duncan.
Huge free throws there, and that could be the difference. It will force, more than likely, a desperation three-point attempt.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're behind by 3. Just 2 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
They need a 3 to tie, and they have enough time here to get a good look if they play their cards right. We'll see how they do.
Off the inbound pass. Get that out of here. Rejected and collected. Great deep. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
And so it's San Antonio with the win. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Norris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Holland saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan player of the game, Tim Duncan.
taking no takes.